Isn't it just so satisfying to see a fresh set of brand new pencils laid out in perfect color order? The lovely people at Woomer have sent me this 72 pencil set to try out and review, so let's dive in and see how they perform. The pencils come in this bright orange tin with a sleeve that is wrapped around the tin, featuring some nice artwork. On the back of the sleeve you'll find the color swatches, and when you slide it off, there's a swatching chart inside the sleeve as well. Inside the tin there are 2 trays with the pencils neatly arranged in rainbow order. When I first started swatching on the chart that came with the set, I did notice that the paper wasn't the nicest to swatch these pencils on. Paper plays a huge role in how pencils and art supplies in general perform, so I printed out a 72 color swatch sheet on the standard printed paper, and I have to say this was a much nicer experience. I know you're probably wondering how these pencils compare to brands like Prismacolor and Polychromos. So I did a little test. I put down a layer of Woomer, Polychromos and Prismacolor. Then over the Woomer swatch I used Polychromos, mainly because it's a much harder pencil than both Woomer and Prismacolor. And honestly, it worked just fine. I then used a Woomer pencil over the Polychromos and the Prismacolor swatches, and again, that worked perfectly. So yes, these pencils do work nicely together. For a full test though, I'm going to color an entire page in Johanna Basford's Worlds of Wonder coloring book. I'll be using an acrylic marker and a white gel pen at the end for highlights and embellishments, but the entire coloring part of this page is done using only the Woomer pencils. First of all, let me talk about the colors. They are vibrant and rich, and I especially love how many greens and purples are included in this set. I always find that most art sets are lacking in those ranges. On first use, the pigmentation is strong and the feel on paper is buttery smooth. I actually think they're a little softer than Prismacolor pencils. You don't need much pressure to get a nice color laydown, and they blend beautifully together. As expected with any pencils, I did need to sharpen them while coloring. However, unlike Prismacolors, I did not have a single pencil break. There was also noticeably less dust compared to Prismacolors, which I really appreciate. I do like the tin they came in, but the trays the pencils sit in are a little bit flimsy, and in my set the corners were slightly broken, so that is definitely something that could be improved upon. The paper used for the swatch card could also be better. So the big question, would I recommend these pencils? Yes, absolutely, especially if you're considering Prismacolor pencils, because these are a very close dupe. Personally, I might even prefer the Woomer pencils due to the reduced dust and breakage, while still keeping that lovely buttery feel when coloring. Of course, these aren't professional grade pencils like Prismacolor, but they are definitely up there in terms of performance. If you would like to try these pencils yourself, you'll find an affiliate link and 10% discount code in the description box below. It really helps to support the channel and might help you out in your coloring journey as well. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy some peaceful coloring time together. If you've used these pencils before, or if you're thinking about trying them, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you do want to try them out, I've left an affiliate link below along with a 10% discount code for you. And this is the final page. I really hope you enjoyed this review and coloring process using the Woomer pencils. And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos, and consider becoming a channel member for extra perks and exclusive content. Thank you all so much for spending your time with me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.